Collective Reading, Third Party Edition, The Lies, the Drama, and the Unicorn. Things are about to be revealed, and no one will be the same. It's messy, y'all, so let's get right into it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another group therapy. Just kidding. I'm here to do another collective reading. So if you're new to my channel, I want to extend a super warm welcome. Thank you, thank you. And for those of you that have been around the block, my repeat offenders, I appreciate your time and support. I do hope that everyone finds exactly what it is that you came here for. Let's get a little bit of sagey sage. I think that little disc is still hot. Maybe. Yeah. So I'm hoping that all of you guys are doing well in your neck of the woods. So we're on a roll today, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't get time to film very often, and I especially don't feel it very often. But we're feeling it. So we're doing it. We're going to be using the Urban Tarot today. Super interesting. Okay. And we're going to be using a couple other decks. Basically, we're going to use whatever the heck comes to mind, whatever I'm vibing with at the moment, because that can change. Sometimes I do pre-select my decks, and then Spirit changes my mind. So that's how we do. Yeah. But this is, I'm feeling like this is about a breakup, a shakeup. And for those of you that are accustomed to like breaking up and making up, I think that's, you know, going to be the last of it. I don't think that that's happening anymore. But stay tuned. Don't be scared. I promise I have good news. So even the way this smoke is acting like it doesn't even want to activate, it's kind of, you know, where the smoke, there's fire, but been there, done that. A little bit of laziness right here. So you guys could be feeling a little bit lazy. No shame in that game. But you're also, I feel like for those of you that are in a relationship, could be feeling like, almost like the fire's gone out. And it could be the fire, like the passion, the excitement, this is really who I want to be with, or things like that. But it could also be the fire of, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a toxic fire. So that's what I'm feeling. We'll see what we get here. Let's get this party started, guys. Just kidding. So I don't know what's going on with you, obviously, your personal lives. I am once again reading for the masses. Yes, I said masses. Is my ego out of control? No, I'm just totally joking. But I am super grateful, by the way. We have 350 subscribers on last count. That's super cool. I am excited for that. So yay. Thank you for your support. All right. So we're using the Urban Tarot. Keep this baby right here. Woo woo. Show me what I need to see for the collective. I feel relationship. I see a chessboard actually on a table, but it's at a slant. So all the chess pieces are sliding down, falling off, you know, because gravity. Game over. Show me what I need to see. What did I tell you guys? This is about love. It is about love. Okay. We've got the number 2. We've got pink. That's a heart chakra. We've got the lotus. This is like blooming in hard times. A deep, deep connection. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What's going on here for the collective? And show me now 2 cards. see what we have. We have disappointment. So you or someone can be feeling disappointed in your connection. Oh my God, did I throw all the cards on the floor? Yep. Sure did. Sure did. It's no bueno. Okay. And say it to you. So I'm feeling like once upon a time, this connection really did it. I mean, this was the bee's knees. Things were going really good. There was a lot of passion. We saw eye to eye. Things were flowing. Things were going super well. Pardon my voice as it fluctuates as I pick up the cards, because now I just have no choice but to do that. So I'm feeling like you guys once upon a time had kind of like a similar vision, and sparks were flying, and there was a comfortability even with you. That's really difficult to find with other people. And yet, I don't know. Let's look at this card here. For some reason, there's a big disappointment here. Like things didn't quite turn out, or you didn't grow together the way things need to in order for the partnership to continue. I feel like there's a stagnancy about it, and there's no like, you know, this is my 10 of Cups, aseity. Did I say that right? Who knows? But I feel like there's just, this feels kind of like bistro vibes, like going somewhere to open up your laptop and do some work away from the distractions of home. And home, I feel like, is with a partner. And there's some disappointment in the partnership itself, okay? And I'm not saying, you know, that partnership, what do I know? They're difficult. They're not easy. Keeping the fire alive is not easy. Somebody could have a really hard time speaking their truth. If this is you, then watch the video that is before this one, because it definitely addresses those issues. You guys could have had a ritual of drinking coffee together. You could have met at a coffee shop, but something about it, you were on the same page. There were like, once upon a time, no holes barred. You were literally tickled pink, and you felt this wholeness, this togetherness. And now there's nothing but disappointment. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. On this one, I have triggers. I feel like something needs to die, or things are dying in order to make way for things to grow. So throat chakra, solar plexus, and third eye. I feel like you're becoming aware of things. There is a storm up in the clouds. I mean, you could see it. Everybody can see a storm of ruin. I feel like there have been a lot of fights here, a lot of arguments, a lot of not wanting to let go. And this could be due to ancestral trauma. Stay with me here. I know that's a lot to digest, especially if this isn't your jam. But I'm going to say that this ancestral trauma could have been handed down to you or your current partner. And it's really affecting, it's affecting growth. It's affecting change. And I heard it's fluctuating way too much. Yeah, and I have here energy exchange. So your energy exchange right now is actually toxic. Things are not flowing the way they did once upon a time. There is a need to rise, like this phoenix is rising from darkness. And if you look super close, let's see if we can get in there. You could see hands trying to grab the phoenix as it rises. So I feel like some of you guys are trying to leave a toxic situation. I feel like there is. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling some verbal, what do they call it? Verbal assaults. Could be physical assaults. There could be, sorry for being gross with my microphone, but hey, throat chakra clearing. You guys could be experiencing some kind of a clearing. Also, there's a need, to go within. And I feel like you're going to be rising from the phoenix, or attempting to rise like a phoenix. From darkness, from a place where it's just no longer symbiotic. We're not getting together. We're not getting it. We're not flowing together. There's no happiness. Once upon a time there was. And now there is no happiness. And I feel like you're in search of your desires. Okay, so whatever transpired, again, I feel like it isn't like your person's a bad person or whatever the case may be. Now I'm looking at this, seems more like a kitchen nook with the glasses. I felt like it was a window from the outside, but there's a lot of, glasses. Maybe there's a lot of drinking, which is, hey, no shade on that game, but drinking on a situation where people aren't getting along alludes to like a lot of verbal abuse and things really going south for us. Okay, and I feel like there's a need to turn that around, literally turn it around. I have this came out, I think, a few readings ago, my first reading today. And this is my third one, so it would be 3 readings ago if you're interested. And this is about making movements, making big moves, but knowing when to move and being a little bit stealthy. So you want to move towards your desires. And I feel like with these poppies, and this could have something to do with California. Isn't it the poppy, the flower of California? I think. I live here and I don't know, how sad. But I think it is. Anyways, they're really, really beautiful. And I feel like this is what gives you peace, what gives you that dreaminess, that edginess. And it could be something that, like when you're asleep, it really comes to you, or in the middle of the night, this is what you're dreaming and thinking about. So whatever that is, whether it's moving to a new place, whether it's going with a new person, or whether it's just simply going by yourself, going out fishing, who knows, communing with nature, things like that. But I feel like there's a deep need to get away from the situation, this toxic environment, and you're really focused on trying to rise up. Now, the Phoenix was, card mess here. The Phoenix rises from out of the ashes. This is after everything implodes, explodes, after all the fire is lit. This is after things have gone south. And I feel like you could be in the thick of it. And I feel like also, here's the thing. You have people trying to drag on your energy, trying to pull you down, trying to be like, don't leave me. And actually that leads perfectly with a song that was stuck in my head before I opened up the camera to do this reading. And you're headed towards your desires, by the way. Energy exchange. So somewhere where perhaps you have a better energy exchange, somewhere where you feel like you can gain your happiness back. And it's more like a family vibe as well. Like once upon a time, the current partnership did it for you. I never advise people to break up. That's your own business. But I feel like I feel like there's a lot of verbal abuse. There could be cups and glasses being broken. There could be drinks involved. There could be laptops upturned, tables upturned, all sorts of fun stuff going on here. So I feel like there could be, some physical things going on, like, hopefully not, but that could be transpiring as well. And I feel like that's grasping at straws in order to regain your energy, to prevent you from changing, to prevent you from leaving, from growing into this Phoenix. And again, those hands pulling back at you. I feel like your partner's like, you're not leaving me. We're in this to win it. This is what we've always done, and we've always made it through these times. And maybe perhaps once upon a time, you got off, sorry to speak so bluntly, on the dynamic of let's go ahead and get each other like all riled up and pissed off, and the sex is so much better, and la da da, and been there, done that, and that's great if that's where you're at. But I feel like you're kind of growing away from that, and you're realizing that maybe perhaps, sex is dynamic when, we're at each other's throats, or there's like high intensity of emotion, but that only lasts for a minute, and then you're back to the disappointment, back to dropping in a fantasy land. I feel like that's a laptop. I don't know why. And I feel like there's a hand up here kind of like saying, hey, don't be on your computer all the time. I need your attention. Another hand grabbing the hand. So I hope that made sense to you. While I was trying to prepare for this reading, I kept getting these like lyrics, and I didn't know what they were initially, but it's like, it was la da da da, la da da da, la da da da. Okay, so I don't own the rights to that song. Obviously, I could barely sing a tune, but here we are. And the lyrics go pretty much as follows. Please don't leave me. So she's like, please don't leave me. I always say how I don't need you, but it's always gonna come right back to this. Please Don't leave me. So you could be having like war with somebody who continues dragging you back and dragging you back. And it's a pattern that you guys have had. And there's definitely chemistry there. And there's definitely a lot of love and feelings. But there's definitely a lot of chaos. Look at even the flowers that are upturned. There's a lot of drama involved with this. And I feel like you're trying to move away, or Spirit's saying you need to move away from that. And, you know, in the light of the night, I feel like you have your eye or your heart set on something different, to where you do want more peace. You want more peace and maybe, you know, a similar intensity, but you don't know if you should be leaving the current situation, because what if the sex isn't that great? And what if the dynamics aren't that wonderful? And what if you're leaving a situation where it's always worked before and we always fight and we always make up and it works out anyways? But what if things are not quite intriguing to your libido? Okay, let's just say it that way. So I feel like there's a lot of things that are kind of like bothering you, but you're unable to make a choice or unwilling. A lot more homework to be done at this point in time. And we're just going to continue the reading. Actually, I'm curious about this. Let's see what else comes out. What the heck? So yeah, you desire to move. Hey there. Hey now. The journalist. Oh my God, Griselle. I'm going to like burn down my whole set. And by set, I mean my desk and all my cards. Yeah. So we have the journalist. And this is maybe perhaps, look at a lot of finger pointing still. So I feel like these three readings that I've done in succession go actually together, which is interesting. I didn't plan on that at all. But I feel like this is, you know, somebody speaking their truth, somebody accusing someone else. And this is somebody exposing what is done perhaps in secret. So perhaps somebody, once again, like gone to your laptop or is accusing you of doing something untoward that you shouldn't be doing because you're in a relationship. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I don't know what the deal is. But obviously somebody is really pissed off. The Prince of Wands is all about fire and passion. And they're gonna get, you know, I mean, if you tap that center that gives them a lot of fire, you're going to feel the heat. Okay. And I feel like you are feeling the heat. Now, this is interesting because I just happened to glance down at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, this is badass. Hold on, you guys. La da da da. Go look up that song, Please Don't Leave Me by Pink. Did I even finish that thought? I have no idea. I don't think I did. But anyways, I feel like there's a lot of messages in that song for you. You probably know it, but if you don't, you can certainly look it up. Now, I want to show you the cards that I just happened to glance down. I did not shuffle on camera, but look at what I got. I got the Star and I got the Devil. Say what? What? Yeah. And this has everything to do with what you are transforming or hoping to transform into. Let's see if we can get this a little bit balanced. Yeah. So I feel like you're changing your rise from the embers, the fires, and all the turmoil. You're in the thick of it right now, but I do feel like you have a dream, and it's something that's like really, in comparison, so simple, so clean, so direct, that you almost feel like it's a lie, or you almost feel like it can't even be true. It's got to just be made from the films of like Hollywood itself, or, you know, something that's just like a dream. But I feel like what you're dreaming about is just, number one, getting out of the gutter. I mean, look at this lady. She's in her nightgown and she has like Peter Pan vibes, like Wendy. Isn't it Wendy, where she goes out and she gets sprinkled with dust? And Finding Neverland could be of special meaning to you. But anyways, she goes out to the window and she's like flying. And I feel like maybe perhaps you have someone in mind, or you're looking at someone who has a lot of purity to them. And even this lady is like barefoot. She doesn't even see the gutter where she's in, because her mind and her heart and her soul are somewhere else. There's just a lot of purity there, and what I mean by purity is like there's no motive. There's just like she is who she says she is. And she just has a lot of dreams. And it could appear to be like surreal. Like, is this a freaking unicorn that I just met? Yep, I did. Some of you guys did meet a unicorn. And you're worried that if you pursue the unicorn, number one, that you won't be able to catch it. Or that it'll be a false unicorn. The horn falls right off. I don't know. But there's a lot of emotion about this, and a lot of like, what if I abandon the now into something that I'm not sure of? But I'm gonna say that in spite of all that, like, hesitancy, I don't like the lighting here. It's pissing me off. Okay. You didn't need to know that. You're welcome, though. So, in spite of all that, I feel like here, this is you obsessing. And this is like when you're taking a time out from the current partner or the current like heyday, mayday, or whatever it is that's going on here. The people that are trying to drag you back saying, hey, don't leave me. You have to be with me, or we've always been a thing, or we always work through things, or if you look in different partner, okay, well then let's have a triad. Let's bring a third person in. Let's be polyamorous and let's see how you like it. I feel like a lot of drama is being tossed your way. And yet your brain is like really, I'm going to say, very riveted on this star. So it could be, again, something just completely different, something you never expected, like a unicorn. And it's almost like, yeah, I can corrupt that person, or that's like a really beautiful unicorn. I want it for myself. I want to captivate it. I want to capture it for myself. But whatever it is, I feel like you're also indulging in vices. So this could be smoking. This could be drinking. This could be sexting. This could be swapping part. I mean, I don't know your life, right? But I have the shackles right here. That's typically denoted with the devil. And I feel like you feel really bound to this karmic. I feel like it's a karmic partner. And karmic partners are meant to really teach us lessons. We learn from them. They're really deep. They're really painful. They could feel like really, how do you say it? They could feel like your person, like this is my person, and like deep passion. But these are also partnerships in which we fight a lot. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of deception. There is no harmony. It's always about churning and stoking the fire, and it's always high intensity. And sometimes, not all the time, I'm going to say, but there's like toxicity. A lot of times there's toxicity to it. There's cheating involved, and there's going behind people's backs, and there's obsession. But I feel like right now you have an obsession with this star, whatever that means for you. Maybe you're somebody who's a band member, you want to do music or whatever, and you want, oh, look at that. Look at that, that chariot. This came out in one of the other 3 readings. Actually, chariot came out like twice, 2 or 3 times. I don't know. If you feel led, go ahead and watch it. If you feel like you don't want to watch it, then don't. You live your life. I love how us readers, we give you permission to do stuff like we have any control whatsoever. Don't watch it then. Just kidding. But anyways, I feel like this is road trip vibes. It's like, you know what? I want to jump in my car and I'm the hell away from everything. I want to go on a new adventure. This is movement. And this can mean like traveling, maybe, I don't know, a place where there's a lot of greenery and things like that. But I feel like there's a certain amount of escapism. And if the devil isn't all about escapism, it's about fantasy. It's about addiction. It's about drinking and drugging, and I heard slutting. Don't judge me, and I'm not judging you. Whatever your deal is, okay? You do what you got to do to make it through your day, right? But I'm gonna say that the brain is really captivated, but there's a lot of chaos in between, and I don't feel like there's a lot of movement. I mean, this guy's enjoying, quote unquote, his cigarette in a filthy bathroom. It looks like a bathroom stall. It looks like maybe he's at a bar, and he's just giving 0 F's, right? So it could be that you have to even escape and go somewhere to enjoy something, to message someone or to look someone. I don't know what the deal is, but that's the vibe I'm getting. And with the thing that please don't leave me, maybe it's a mutual energy of your karmic partner and yourself going, I'm not ready to let this go, but I want this. I want them both. That kind of a thing. Yup. So looking down, I have the wheel of fortune. And this is like things are getting better, but they need to change in order for them to improve for you, for your soul. This state of like obsession, I feel like you've gotten quite used to it and you don't really seem to think, you're like, well, I heard hedonistic. Take what fits and throw out the rest. But I feel like this wheel is bringing about improvements. The 10 is kind of like I heard the final countdown, the final chapter of things reaching a culmination, like a peak or like a big tower moment, a big change, okay? And I feel like this change is inevitable. So if you think you can avoid it by controlling and manipulating and doing what you've always done before, it's not working anymore. Something like severe is happening. And I hope that, you know, I feel like DV vibes, okay? So I think things can really quite escalate to someone getting arrested. I don't know. So you want to be really careful. I'm not saying that you're the one that's perpetrating that, but if you have somebody who's hell-bent, a karmic that doesn't want you to leave, I know what the drama's like. I've lived it too. And, you know, the police can have something to do with it, and you don't want that. So here, the High Priestess, I have the High Priestess here, and this could be on the start side of things. This person actually feels all the undercurrents, or they know exactly what's going on without knowing, and that's because they are really in tune with the other side. And I feel like that's fascinating to you in some way. Interesting, because I feel like this person's almost like in their own world. They're not even, I don't even know if they're available to you. They're just in their own world. Yeah, they don't see the gutter. They don't see, whereas I feel like the devil here, he knows he's in the bathroom and he's kind of like, ha, I'm okay with that. It's no big deal. Interesting. Okay, well, and also I feel like this is a keeper of secrets. She who keeps secrets, he who keeps secrets. So you could be keeping a lot of secrets here, but I feel like they're about to come out, spill out, outed in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there's about 4 people involved in this. I don't know why, but that's the number I'm getting. That's for 1 or 2 of you, not all of you. Okay, here we go. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Why is the devil here? And show me now. 7 of Pentacles. So you need to make a decision. I feel like you're making an assessment of everything that you put your time, energy, effort, your blood, sweat, and tears into. Is it thriving? Is it producing what you thought it was going to produce? Is it giving back? Are you the only one investing in this and therefore getting exactly what it is that you put into it? And is it worth it? Is this karmic partner investing, or are they simply taking? Are they harvesting from the fruits and the blood and the sweat and the tears of everything that you planted? Okay. Can't help but notice this gnome ready to jump on her. It's kind of like, I don't know. I feel travel though with this gnome. I don't know why, but bottom of the deck, I have the 7 of Swords. And this is about the lone wolf, about being a little bit in your own world as well. Similar to the High Priestess, but I feel like this is communication. This is like trying to read things like a book, trying to fill in the blanks. Okay, these pages are all blank. And I feel like you are just trying to fill in the blanks according to like what people say, what people don't say. Oh, for Pete's sake. So I feel like you are trying to really kind of do your due diligence. And even, you know, when people are, I feel like there's that toxic vibe in here anyways, but even all of this, like, don't leave me, and we've always done things this way, and we always settle, and let's get counseling, and I'll change, and drama, this has been going on for a long, long time. But I also feel like this person has been eating your apples. That is not like a euphemism. It's exactly what I'm saying there. Okay. But I feel like this person's been like enjoying the produce of your hard work shamelessly, and like not being a real contributor. I don't know. It's just something not, I don't like the vibe. Anyways, so maybe there's a need to go to rehab. I'm getting rehab for someone, not everyone. Maybe there's talks of rehab, or you think maybe I benefit from rehab. No judgment there. I put myself through rehab several times. Yeah, I did. Show me what I need to see for the collective here. Show me what I need to see, and show me now. I feel like image has a lot, it has a lot of weight in your life. Like image, something about image, fear of exploration. Okay. Flair. Oh my gosh. Fear exploration. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you fear like going out and doing something different. Law of attraction. And this was like reversed. And I feel like even this is saying I'm not attracted to this situation anymore. Maybe you're not attracted to playing with cheetahs and foxes that are slick and kind of doing their own thing and have maybe bamboozled and deceived you before, and you've been through it. And sometimes maybe perhaps they fed you stuff, a narrative that wasn't even true. Maybe perhaps this actually looks like a hand to me. She's sitting on a throne, and the throne is a hand. So perhaps This is saying, you know, like, I have you in the palm of my hand, but who has who in the end? And maybe I feel like there is a fear of exploring, but more than anything, there's a need to go deep and explore who you are and where you're at, and why are you at the point now that you're at. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of ads, but you're getting it. I'm not explaining it well, but you get it. Yeah, you're getting it. I feel like you need to see exactly who you are. This is just like a shadow. So there's a need to explore your shadow self and really get face to face with, okay, maybe this was my part of it. I felt like I could really control this partner, the situation, by placing him or her here. And with my money, because I pay most of the bills, I control things, and therefore it entitles me to do whatever it is that I want. And yet now it's no longer working because you found out that this partner's kind of doing the same thing. Whatever the deal is, things are not going well in your household. A lot of chaos. And there needs to be boundaries. So I just think of like children, how children need boundaries. A lot of us need boundaries. So we know exactly where we stand, what we do not cross. And I feel like in this relationship here, this karmic relationship with your current partner, whatever the deal is, there's a lot of boundary crashing, boundary testing, again, going behind the backs and doing whatever it is that you want to do. So that's not good. And I feel like a lot of people have been privy to that with all the sunflowers gazing at you. Empowerment. So your point of empowerment is change. So you've been the cheetah. You've been able to kind of run wild, and at some point, maybe you feel like you've been tamed, but really you haven't been. And I feel like there's a whole different side to you that is about to bloom. A side that you didn't really expect or anticipate. And I feel like this has to do with you going deep within yourself. And even what you think are current desires right now, that desire to move has like a same vibration as this one does. It's like diving deep to see who I really am. What is it that I desire? And for example, let's say if you want attention. Everybody wants attention, right? But if you want attention for like the wrong reasons, and you medicate on the attention because, you know, we're in this devil era right now where, and just to clear things up, we are all the villains and the devils in somebody else's story. So usually we're like the hero, or I don't know, the waif of the orphan, the person in need in our story, or the innocent one in our story. And yet we could be the complete villain in other people's stories. So we play different roles for different people, different narratives, depending on your different perspectives. But I definitely feel here that, you know, your desire is going to actually lead you to a place where you actually take a deep, deep dive within yourself. Look at your shadow self. Am I over medicating? Am I overusing things? Am I actually trying to distract myself from feeling the real feelings that I have here? Because if I feel them, then I feel like I have to deal with them. And it's a way to run away and not deal with them. Not to disturb the apple cart. And I feel like in this deep dive, you are going to find actually yourself. And you're going to release a lot of things that no longer become you. I can't help but think about how this jellyfish, let's see if we can get it on camera. She has problems with lighting. Sorry about that. I hit the stop button. So I can't help but notice that that jellyfish looks pretty much like this here card. So we have all of our little mushrooms. So tell me that is a coincidence. And I feel like sometimes it's hard for you to see what is dangerous and what is not. And I feel like you're about to just start really examining things that are dangerous to you, to your spirit, to your heart, to your soul, things like that. I think that you are taking, wow, everything's falling, a deep dive into what it is that ails you and what it is that controls you. And I know we don't like to think that way, especially the devil. The devil thinks that the devil is in control every single time. But the devil, in fact, is, you know, controlled by desires and controlled by whim. And so I think that you're, again, going deep within yourself. Let me just get some last messages for you, as I feel like I keep getting the same messages over and over. Show me what I need to see for the collective, those that are going through this shake-up, breakup, whatever the case may be. Show me what I need to see and show me now. Devilish ways. Well, if that's not a reinforcement, I don't know what is. Your devious ways create a touch of danger that is hard to resist. There's a dark side to you that keeps them intrigued. And that is lovely. But then afterwards, what happens? Do we get caught up with this? The fight. You have the power to make opposite sex fight for you. Oh, I was totally feeling this. Provoking jealousy in those that fall under your spell. Yeah, and so I feel like this devil, I'm not going to lie, in this case, you are feeling like you can pit two women against each other, or a guy and a girl and a guy and guy. It doesn't matter. I don't read sex on this channel. I do read energy. And so I feel like you kind of get a charge by seeing people even energetically or physically fight for you, whatever the case may be. And that could be exciting because it's like, wow, they're actually duking it out over me, or they're begging me to stay and not leave them. And I feel important, you know, but in the end, do you feel happy is the question. And is it a long-term peaceful happiness, or is it just a momentary? And then I need to chase happiness once again. Show me what I need to see. Show me now. Unseen. You have invisible force to you, an intangible quality impossible to describe, very alluring, as in a non-obvious way, keeping them puzzled and curious to know more. I feel like that's what the star is. So whatever this is that you're being drawn to or attracted to, that is quite outside of your comfort and outside of the norm. Illuminator. Yeah, I feel like that's a high priestess as well. You radiate energy that lights up any room with great power to heal those around you and crack their hearts wide open. This gift can make people run from your light. So you could be the illuminator, but also it's this person or whatever this is with the star that has like really served to wake you up or illuminate things, and that you find yourself kind of intrigued with and intrigued by. Ha, I love this card because I feel like we're all catalysts for each other, and especially like the karmic partner here, the one with all the fighting and the drama and stuff like that. It's definitely a catalyst, but is everything not a catalyst? I mean, whoo, I'm going to read it for you. You're someone that evokes progress and change in people, making them aware that something could be better, leaving them forever changed. Forever young, I want to be, forever young. So maybe whatever it is that you, well, somebody is speaking, maybe what it is that you are speaking is going to evoke a major transformation. Or maybe the spoken word, whatever it is that you're hearing or listening, is a catalyst for your change. Maybe it's making deep-seated changes where you never ever would have thought would have made a difference. I heard just another girl. So this could be like you thought this was just another person, just another girl, just another, it's no big deal. And yet this person, whatever the star is to you or high priestess, is served to also be a catalyst. Not only getting away from things that are toxic or getting you thinking differently, but as a way to really help you to see that there is something higher that's calling you. Yes, you right now. So that you can make changes and make progress. I love that for you. Hope that you're still with me. If you're still here, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Give me feedback. Anything would be nice. Silence is also golden. I mean, I get that a lot. Claircognizant. So I feel like you could be claircognizant. You're able to know things without having any previous knowledge, bestowed by your higher self, spirit guides, or simply downloaded into your mind. But you could just simply know and have no explanation. That could also drive you crazy. That could also drive you into the devil mindset of you need to kind of explain it and understand it so that you can kind of let it not rule you. And yet change is definitely on the horizon. Absolutely, change is in the cards for you, dear one. These are the last cards. Uninhibited, your unbridled erotic energy in the purest tantalizing form, having the ability to help others release sexual fears and be more authentic in their sexual expression. Super. Fire. With a strong connection to fire, you can cause great healing or great destruction. Fire magic suits you best. You're the spark of it all. Yeah, I can see that. The wild card. You are unpredictable and your qualities are uncertain. You can't be held down. Nobody knows what to expect from you. Not even you, jack of all trades. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. I feel like at any whim, you could just kind of turn the wheel and land somewhere else. It's almost like I don't even know what to do. Crystal Child, you're here to help uplift the planet of harsh energy, bringing forth healing and peace, and also assist humanity in soul growth and evolution. I feel like that's this person here, or at least your perception of that person, or the high priestess, or whatever it is. You know, if you're in pursuit of like music or something totally different that you feel like is your, what do you call it? Yeah, your star, that destination or whatever it is that you really want to do or where you want to head. I feel like that is absolutely your catalyst and a road to healing for you. Now, making it clear, nobody can heal you. You and spirit, God, whatever it is that you believe in, can heal you. I don't feel like, you know, yeah, they're healers, but most of us healers teach other people how to heal their own wounds because we have been wounded as well. So that was a long, convoluted reading. If you're still with me, thank you so much. Much love to you. And until next time, namaste.